Beyond the veil. Alright. I have been sitting and thinking and trying to figure out what's going on with this world today. Get ready for this, because this is the kicker. We have a history of reported wars and wars and wars as far back as mankind has been able to write. We have history where it shows that we have giant mountains that are nothing more than just tree stumps, where people will claim that lava shoots up in these nice little spaghetti-like things, and that's insanity. Alright, if it looks like a tree stump, no matter what the size is, it's a damn tree stump. Don't care what you think afterwards, guess what? You weren't there to say that it wasn't. And all you're doing is looking at it now, claiming that you know something of the past before it was cut down. And you can't tell me that. We know this stuff was real. We can test it and so on. We have mountains in the shapes of giants who went up there and carved them. If you can't tell me that. Who spent billions of dollars to do this. You can't tell me that. And you're going to say that, oh, it's nature? No. I'm going to look at you like you're an insane idiot pulling shit out of your ass. And I'm going to call you a shit pusher. Roses are roses. Shit pushers are shit pushers. There's a difference. If you don't know what the difference is, it's not my problem. Again, back to the stories of the flying machines, the Ramanas, and so on. We've had them throughout history. We have a whole religion or society based on the idea that Ramanas did exist, or flying machines, or you want to call them airplanes. Call them what you want. It's advanced technology that we don't have today. I'm not sure a lot of you understand the truth about what I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to try anyway. We, as humans, live in a post-nuked world. We have buildings that have crumbled down from the base and have fallen over. And this stuff reached out for thousands and thousands of years, because no one knows how long the flood lasted. No one's alive. No one is alive today that can tell you the exact time, date, and so on that the flood started and the flood ended. God says 40 years. God says a second. God says this. God says that. However, you don't know is what his time frame is. You don't know what a second to him is. An entity that does not die. How can they measure time? How can they measure time? They can't. To them, it is all now. It all happens no matter the order. They've seen it, it's been done, it will be done, and so on and so on and so on. That will not change. That will never change. We live in a post-Fallout world where we've lost technology and we're trying to rebuild. And that's the bottom line. You know how truthful Fallout is in reality? The game Fallout? It talks about the antediluvian world. The world before the war. the world that existed that no longer exists today. That is the world we live in. We don't live in some paradise before nuclear weapons were designed. No. We live in what happens to a world after nuclear weapons have been exploded all over. That's our reality, whether you want to believe it or not. When we talk antediluvian, we mean before the bombs fell. In all reality, that's what it means. Well, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights according to the Bible, but then again, when you look at the time frame of a day and a night according to the Bible, a day and a night is over a year in our time, in the frame of time that we see it. So when it talks about time like that, when it says 40 days and 40 nights, it's talking 40 years. So it's taken 40 years for this stuff to stop being radioactive enough for the world to form back, for the world to quit raining, for it to quit immediately causing the water vapors to go up into the sky and then pour right back down. That's what we're talking. You'll have theologists claim, well, no, that's just a misconception, and so on and so on and so on. However, that's not true. You have these theologists who will estimate stuff like this, and who will say, well, no, this is what it means, but then again, they only take half of what they read and then add their own twist to it because of the lack of knowledge. Just like I can walk around my cubed car, I can walk around it, I can circle it. Does it mean it's a fucking ball? Because for it to mean it's a ball means that you have to start out with a ball and knowing it's a ball to start with. So an assumption based off an assumption is not fact. It is an assumption, not reality. I can walk around my square car, and you're going to tell me that round somehow means a description? I'm going to look at you and go, okay, what does talking describe? What shape does talking describe? And if you can't tell me what shape it describes, it shows you're insane in thinking that, oh yes, round and it means ball-shaped thing. No, it doesn't. It's an action. If you think an action is a description, that is where your problem is. Because they've convinced you that you are too stupid to know the truth. And that you are too stupid to actually understand what is being said. And you, under all your ignorance, are going to look and go, oh, that's a good thing. I mean, we have machines to detect when the earth moves. They're called earthquake detectors. And it doesn't show them moving unless there is an earthquake. At which point, you have people shitting in their pants praying that it'll stop, depending on the number. Depends on how hard you pray. The higher the number, the more you're going to end up praying to a God to make it stop. When you end up losing 6 feet from under you and it falls, where you going to go? You're going to fall down. You're going to fall on your ass. You ain't going to be standing up. You're going to fall on your ass. Trust me. I know. I've had to fall fall out from under me, 6 feet. Scared the fucking hell out of me. And I have imbeciles saying, oh, the world moves, it's a good thing. No, it's not. You're a fucking moron if you think that way. I mean, these earthquake detectors have been around a lot longer than the bullshit has. This bullshitium. Which it is. It's not an idea of good thing. No. It's an idea of stupid people telling you lies. Because government or mind control, or control mind, govern, control, mental, mind, governmental, tells you that, no, this is what it means. And you buy it. You know why? Because they send you to a place called kindergarten, or child grooming. Kindergarten. What do you do in a garden? You pull out the weeds. What can you do in a garden? You can plant stuff. What do you do in a garden? You can get stuff to grow. You can get stupid ideas to grow when people don't know. I mean, there's no such thing as pull. You're telling me pull works between magnets and metals and electricity, and somehow you can put your hand on a thing of wood and put your palm against it and it be pulled towards you? You're fucking insane. You're not a fucking magnet. You're not made of metal. And you don't have electricity that helps with either of those properties of magnets, metals, and electricity. I mean, that's like saying that, well, the fire's hot, so the world must be a oven. I mean, that's insanity. Or saying that, well, because water's wet, the world must be in a... There must be water here and there and there and there. Insanity. No. It's pure insanity when you don't know the meaning of words and you want to pretend that they are something they are not. So when you assume that round means ball-like item, you're pretending that an action is a description. At which point, they can feed the stupidity of you thinking that an action is a description and say that because of an action, it means that the world is a ball. What? What insanity is that? I mean, just because you can point to something and say, oh, look, the moon is round, so the world has to be round. That is... Where'd you get that from? I mean, that's like saying, oh, since a car can get me from point A to point B, it must be a plane. Stupidity. That is that mentality when you say stuff and you have no idea what the words you're saying mean. If you think round means ball, you're fucked in the head. Creator in all the universe, or whatever. Creator of this world. Creator of what we are today. Be more. Not be less, not less, be more. May your be more, and not be less, or bless. Bye.